UCP MLA and women's issues critic Janice Irwin thinks that groups like Extinction Rebellion belong in our classrooms, teaching young kids their perspectives. Are you ducking kidding me? This was said over Twitter in response to UCP MLA and Minister of Education Adriana Lagrange's tweet that there is no room for radical activists like Extinction Rebellion pushing their ideas in our classrooms. Janice Irwin feels, however, that climate alarmist, extreme environmentalist propaganda and terrifying our kids with incredibly biased information is totally acceptable. If you don't know who Extinction Rebellion is, they are and I quote, a non-violent civil disobedience activist movement where they protest, they rally, they put blockades up. Now remember back in October in Edmonton where all those bridges were blocked? You can thank Extinction Rebellion for that. Now, the leader of the Edmonton Bridge blockades was a guy named Goosen. Now, I watched his interviews during the protests, and I had so many what the duck moments that I almost wanted to personally tell this guy to duck off. This group is calling for a complete and total end to our oil and gas sector and have laughably changed the I Love Canada Oil and Gas message to I Heart Mass Extinction, showing just how completely oblivious they are to the fact that without oil and gas, they'd have nothing to put those fancy protest signs on. Here's the scary part. Goosen has been invited to multiple Alberta schools as part of the Edmonton City Hall School Initiative, where he preaches about a new Alberta Green Deal, climate change, environmental activism, and Greta Thunberg. I don't have an issue with showing our kids different perspectives, but one has to wonder how exactly that message is put to them. Now, a common thing that these environmental activists do is they use language designed specifically to terrify our kids. In fact, one grade 6 student was so worried after Goosen's presentation that he wrote him a letter saying, "Thank you, Goosen, now I feel the earth's pain." Not everyone on Edmonton City Council is on board with these propaganda-laden presentations. City Councillor John Ziadik wants our kids to have a balanced conversation. This way they can see all perspectives and become critical thinkers to form their own opinions, and that's just not what he's seeing with the Edmonton City Hall School Initiative. Where is the balance? Are these schools inviting pro-Canadian energy groups like Canada Action, Rally for Resources, Oil Sands Strong, and United We Roll to come in and talk with our kids? Are they presenting every side of the argument, or are teachers only pushing one side of the story? You don't see pro-energy groups being invited into our schools to talk with our kids. You only see groups like Extinction Rebellion and the 3% Project pushing their climate alarmist propaganda on them. As a parent of a 6th grader and a 4th grader, I get so incredibly frustrated over how much only the environmental activism side is pushed on them. Our schools host presentation after presentation, workshop after workshop on climate issues. Again, where is the balance? Why are our kids only being shown oil and gas bad, Greta Thunberg good? I'm sorry, but I refuse to let my children grow up to be good little climate robots. I don't think as a parent I'm asking for too much here, because in all reality, all I'm asking for is balanced conversations and for our kids to be presented with all sides of the story so then they can go process that information, become critical thinkers, and form their own opinions on the matter. Groups like Extinction Rebellion really have no business coming into our schools, especially considering that groups that are pro-Canadian energy are not welcome. The issue I have with groups like Extinction Rebellion is they come into our schools with the sole goal to terrify our kids as a form of brainwashing, and then our schools stand by as climate alarmist accomplices. You have got to be ducking kidding me.